What's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Aftermath. What we're going to talk about today is a little bit of the results for Death Before Dishonor. Um, this we're going to also see there's some wrestling news to talk about. What I did yesterday around wrestling, wrestling. Well, it's gonna be mainly like what I did around downtown yesterday. So, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about that. As I was telling people on live on Twitch that if y'all can try to look for the videos that's on right here on YouTube, you can just look for those and check them out. I even did like a bonus video where I was riding on what we call here the hop. We'll talk about that too. Excuse me. And probably some Buck stuff is like September is not that far from here. They're gonna end up start going for like training camp for their preseason start, and plus next month in August they're gonna announce the schedule. So we're somewhat kind of know what the schedule in a way in November is like because the tournament and they already got part of that set up. So most likely we're just gonna see like how it goes. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, anyways, so yeah, like Bucks news and all that stuff. So let's talk about Death Before Dishonor, which was in Trenton, New Jersey this past Friday. Um, I don't know. I think Ring of Honor should have like a little bit more pay per views, in my opinion. But that's just me. On the 0 hour, their pre show, it was Josh Woods versus Tracy Williams, Pure Rules, and Christopher Daniels, Jimmy Jacobs, and Jerry Lynn would serve as judges for it. And Josh Woods did win. And the other match they had was 0 hour. They had the Workhorsemen versus Darius Martin and Action Antorelli. I think I've said it right. And Action Antorelli and Darius Martin did win that match. Let's see what else. Layla Hirsch versus Trish Adora. And Layla Hirsch did win that match. And I think that's more matches for 0 hour. Okay, AR Fox versus Shane Taylor, which didn't get to see Shane Taylor in a while. AR Fox did win. Okay, they said they had problems with the streaming. So, dang, who else didn't have no problems with streaming? They ain't nothing new. I was gonna watch it myself, but I don't know why I didn't. But I just decided like not to watch it. Um, let's see. The first match in the main card was Gravity versus Commander. Gravity won. Next, you got the ROH World Television title. Simone Joe defended against Dalton Castle, and Simone Joe retained. ROH World Tag Team titles. Got the Lucha Bros defending against Best Friends versus Aussie Open versus the Kingdom. So it's kind of like a fatal four-way tag match. And Aussie Open are the new tag champs. So that's one title change. ROH six-man tag titles. Mongol Assembly versus Leon Ruffin, Master Wato, and Ryusuke Taduchi. Tachuki. I don't say it right, so I apologize. The Momley Assembly did retain. ROH Pure Championship match. You got Kazuzori Shibata versus Daniel Garcia. Um, Tashirori did retain. Fight without honor. They got the Righteous versus the Dark Order. I think it was like a 6-man anything goes, and Dark Order did win. ROH World Championship. You got Claudio versus Pac. I guess you kind of saw the thing that happened last week when Pac had left him, the Blackpool Combat Club, on their own, and there was like a man disadvantage. So looked like it could have been a good match, but Claudio did retain. Oh wow, Lucha Bros come out and help Pac beat down Claudio and Yuta, which I probably believe that Yuta probably helped interfere and cost Pac the match. Best friends run down, followed by Orange Cassidy to clear the ring. Claudio and Moxley versus Lucha Bros and versus Best Friends set for Dynamite this coming Wednesday. And the main event, I think they had like women's main event before, but at least they got it going on now for ROH Women's World Championship. Athena versus Willow Nightingale. Let's see. Athena did retain. Athena raised Willow's hand after the bout as a sign of respect, which is kind of shocking. But that's just me. But anyways, let's talk about some news. Like I can't grade it or anything like that, but it seemed like it was like pretty okay for for the pay per view to happen. I think the next pay per view for Ring of Honor is in November, I believe, and I think that's the the maybe the final pay per view of the month. But I think there's nothing else that's going on. I believe. But yeah, let's talk about a little bit of news. LA Knight reportedly has management support, but backstage approaches a concern. As his popularity continues to rise, there's a belief among fans that he will be next in line for a shot at Austin Theory. That ended up not being the case during, this past Friday's episode of SmackDown, where Rey Mysterio won the invitation, beating him, Sheamus, and Cameron Grimes. Yeah, I was kind of shocked about that one too. That LA Knight didn't win. So maybe they had something else for him. We'll see. Um, this is despite coming up short. PW Torches reporting that Knight is slated for a push in the late summer into the fall. Their sources say, sorry, that Vince McMahon has become a fan of his, while Triple H already has been considering his usage in NXT in 2021 upon being brought back to the company. However, the report does state that Knight has a history of rubbing people the wrong way behind the scenes, as well as being bad at backstage politics, even though he may not give off a great first impression to everyone he meets. His crowd reaction and social media popularity have reported him to put him on the management's radar for potential push after SummerSlam. 4-year-old has experienced championship success outside WWE, of course, with being an Impact World Champion and former tag team champion with both Impact and NWA. Then with the NXT stint, he was the $1 million champion, which Yeah, that was a little bit interesting. I thought they would have kept that around, but yeah, and I hated when they did the Max Dupree thing that having to do that with the maximum male models. Once Vince McMahon stepped down from creative control and Triple H filling the role 1 year ago, Knight eventually revert back to the gimmick fans are raving over now, which should have in the first place. But Vince McMahon always like to can't leave stuff alone that's already working. But then again, Vince is a businessman, not a wrestler. So I should have thought about that in the beginning. But yeah, but LA Knight rubbing people the wrong way. But then again, these like just news and stuff like that. We don't know the official truth until we hear from like somebody else, and I'm glad he does got the management support, which I'm not going to be shocked if he doesn't. But yeah, it's really cool. Uh, okay, excuse me. See, their beef is over. The Cardona. Oh God, the math promo with Scott Steiner. I wouldn't be surprised if anybody would be cracking up laughing at that one. Small Joe remembers Petey Williams cracking during the infamous TNA Steiner math promo. Anybody would. It's just kind of funny. Let's see. We're probably gonna do like a few like news here. Then we're just gonna jump to the stuff that I did yesterday, and plus maybe a little bit of Bucks talk because I know with the Bucks is going kind of slow, but we can at least like talk about a little bit of something. So here's a little thing about Alicia Fox. I guess she's got a new ring name, and is she gonna do anything after WWE? So you're not Alicia Fox. Okay, it says following her departure from WWE, Alicia Fox began a new chapter in her wrestling career, one that started at Reality of Wrestling Summer of Champions event last week. When it was her recent appearance at that event, she sat down with Muscle Memory to discuss her transition to the independent circuit as well as her new ring name, Vix Crow. And I think her first name really is Victoria. Yeah, it was a simplified version of her real name, Victoria Elizabeth Michelle Crawford. So let's see, which will also include the added surname of Fitzgerald upon her upcoming marriage to musician Michael Fitzgerald. Okay, let's see, let's see. It's just mainly like she's saying like her next moves that yet has yet to be confirmed. It appears that she had her sights set on the Rose Diamonds Division champion. Oh, okay, so she's gonna right now. It seems like she's gonna do like independence, like stuff like with Booker T's reality or wrestling, which is good. Like doing something afterwards, and I don't know if she like semi-retired or anything like that because it's like they wasn't using her, and they just like really well her she wasn't released out of her contract. Her contract expired. So they just didn't resign her, and she doing other stuff. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But if she still like she can feel like she can still continue, but then again, WWE acting funny with certain people when it comes to age with women, but when it comes to men, they can wrestle when they like Ric Flair's age and still don't have a problem with it. But typical Vince McMahon. Um, let's see if there's like anything to talk about. Yeah, Impact will address Eric Young's infamous murder exit now that he's returned. So let's talk about that one. Eric Young returned to Impact Wrestling recently, teaming up with Scott D'Amore to defeat Bully Ray and Diener, but returned means addressing controversial way that he exited the company, which he was stabbed, which I don't know how they're going to do that. Oh, it was going to address. Oh, okay. It was a recent episode Under the Ring that there were reportedly several ideas floating around that will see the put a button on the stabbing and saw him intentionally exit the company. Of course, like I mentioned last time, where I was talking about his return, that he requested for his release from WWE in April after didn't want to work with Vince McMahon, which I can understand. Who, of course, returned in the company in January to help facilitate the sale of the WWE to Endower, which emerged with USC. Well, he said, "This felt good. This felt right. I made a hard choice, and there's no doubt in my mind it was the right one." But it's like there's a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers, male and female, that don't want to work with Vince McMahon because like he kills people's characters, and like when they succeed at one place, it's like trying to give him a different look because they have a step on his, and automatically he should do at times to just leave it alone. Seems like he doesn't do that. Like just leave it alone. But to love with me, man, you got to mess with stuff. Like I ain't doing it for business, but that's what I think of it. Let's see. Um, of course, everybody knows about John Cena's Peacemaker to be able to playable a more comeback one video game that comes out in September. Yeah, everybody know that. Not gonna read spoilers on house shows. If it's something important. Mm, yeah, and like this is the funniest thing like I ever heard. Like when they did Collision last week with CM Punk and Ricky Starks going against each other in the finals, and for what it seems like the beginning, when Collision happened yesterday, like I wouldn't say it was like a double switch, like people hate Ricky Starks and people hate CM Punk or something like that. It's mainly like half of the people don't like CM Punk and half of the people don't like Ricky Starks. But some people was cheering for both of them. You got other people that saying like he's a crybaby, like CM Punk's a crybaby, and they even had a sign out, which I thought was funny when I saw the main event yesterday. It was like "Cry More Punk." It's just insane. I don't know. I think it maybe like the towns that he's in, where you got people, don't like him. Like, if they're gonna go to Chicago, they're gonna cheer the hell out of him, which ain't shocking. Like it's gonna happen. Like if he comes up here, let's just say they did like collision here, they would cheer the hell out of him because a Midwestern boy, and plus he's from Chicago, so half an hour, like hour and a half to 2 hours away from Milwaukee. So why not? So yeah, and I just thought it's kind of so they starting to feud where Ricky starts and CM Punk. Um, they only had like Ricky Starks be like a face for like how long? Oh yeah, it's like 2 years, so I can see why the change now. Just thinking about it, that they finally you know changed from face to heel, but I thought he would have had it a little bit longer being the face. Then pull the trigger, but that's just me. I don't know. I don't know if y'all liked the closing segment of SmackDown this past Friday, but I, you know, I thought it was good, and just like the way it ended. Solo Sikoa was about to attack him. Roman Reigns stopped him from attacking Jay. Then they left out the ring, and Jay was like by himself in the ring. So, well, they were supposed to do contract sign, but they decided like they don't need no contract. It's already going to happen. So the match would be called for the WWE Universal Undisputed Champion Tribal Combat, which is, I guess it's mainly just anything goes. So that's mainly what it is. But maybe they'll put more information on it this Friday on SmackDown, but we'll see. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's, anything else. Yeah, the results, were the Acclaim and Billy Gunn lost to the House of Black for the trios titles. And yeah, Billy Gunn leave his boots in the ring. I don't know if it means like his contract is over or he just gonna stop. Maybe he is just gonna stop wrestling or what the case may be. Who knows? But yeah, I did caught that part that he when after they lost, he left his boots in the ring and just walked off. So could be hinting possible retirement or just possible that he maybe done with the company. Who knows? We don't know how long his contract was. That may be something to look at. Hold on, gonna do something different. AEW contracts expiring this year. I'll put 2023. Let's just do it that way. Oh, they have for all of them. Okay, and there's look at this article. Let's see. Okay, they got WWE. Rey Mysterio's will end in September, so that's probably why they're giving him a little push if he's going to retire or not. But don't know. James Drake and Rip Fowler. That's with the Sism from NXT. So theirs would be October 15th. Um, Riddle throughout 2023. Alexa Bliss throughout 2023. But her contract is going to be extended because she's taking a leave of absence because of her pregnancy. Soon as they extended, Drew McIntyre will be early 2024. Mustafa Ali, mid 2024. Becky Lynch, June of 2024. Ricochet, summer of 2024. Ginger Mahal, through the summer of 2024. Kofi Kingston, uh, through the end of next year. Same thing as Biggie and Xavier Woods. Dana Brooke in 2024. Oh, signed a 5-year deal in 2019. Randy Orton signed a multi-year extension through at least 2024. Kevin Owens into 2024. Then they got a couple of 2025. Um, Nick Khan, as y'all know, he's like the president, well, the WWE president to August of 2025. Miz throughout 2025. Dragon Lee throughout 2025. Booker 3, Booker, I was going to say Booker 3, that's funny. Booker T runs through 2029, and Undertaker runs through 2034 because he signed a 15-year deal in 2019. Okay, All Elite Wrestling. Jim Ross, this contract already expired, but they probably would sign him back. Young Bucks, um, New Year's Day, MJF, New Year's Day, Tony Schiavone mid next year. Well, this would hint something that maybe close to the time MJF probably going to end up losing his title. Could be at November's was their Full Gear pay per view, so they might just end his run there. Andrade, December of 2024. Brian Danielson, September of 2024. 2.0, August of 2025. Renee Pafanet, sorry if I said it wrong. Fall of 2025. Miro, early 2026. Kyle O'Reilly, December of 2026. Adam Cole, 2027. Malachi Black until 2027. FTR 2027. John Moxley through 2027. And Brian Cage through mid 2028. But he has another year with an option. Not worry about New Japan. Jordan Grace, of course, her contract had ended. Crazy Steve, minimum through May 2023, but signed a multi-year deal in May 2020. So he must be just still going on with our contract and just like paying them. Probably same thing with Moose. Heath is this fall. Dirty Dango throughout this year. Deanna Perrazzo, I'm sorry, through this year. Rick Swan through next year. Really, I was trying to look for aspiring contract for this year, but there's really not much contract for like AEW to end in 2023. So I think right now they ain't worried about anybody's contract. But of course, I know WWE needs to. I know that. Let's see.
Hey, you at home? Oh, I was
Uh,
gonna ask you to wake Robert up. Now it's going straight to his voicemail.
let's see.
Well, yeah, I'm talking with Alyssa right now. She wants to know if he's definitely coming on Wednesday because she hasn't heard from him.
Yeah,
Right.
probably ain't worth looking at, so that's fine.
Yeah, I
We
know.
just
I can't say I
now
like
we
it,
just
but I
know
need
what
them
we
to get
know
on
with
with it
the
to make sure
contracts
everything's okay, you know?
that's ending from this year all the way
All
up
right,
to
thanks. Bye.
July other contracts. So, well, what more can we do? So it seems like that Impact got a little bit more to worry about than everybody else. So of course with WWE's with certain contracts and stuff like that. See, when does Sting contract end? I think it's end of this year because I'm thinking he's going to retire too. End of this year. Yeah, don't know. Um, I guess we can talk about a little bit of what I did yesterday. Yesterday, like I went downtown, did like a video. So if you guys that's watching right now on YouTube, whenever you're done with this video, just check it out. Just look for like Deer District 7 years later.
Hey,
Um,
we're meeting Alyssa at 1 o'clock.
1 year later for the
She asked me if
Wisconsin
you were
Center
still
District,
coming
and
on.
also 1 year later of
Yeah, so just text her.
the
She
Iron
said
District,
she's
which
getting her sister's doing her oil change for her in the morning.
sorry,
So she'll meet us
just
at
like a
1,
little bit
but she
stumbling
made
here.
arrangements
But
to meet with her aunt who's flown in from Colorado at 2:30.
like anyways,
She's like, you sure that's okay? It's like, hell yeah, if you got family who's flown in from out of town, you go see her.
sorry.
And what we'll do is we'll video chat Nana. Make that mistake.
Sorry guys.
But yeah, but
Like mainly with
she knows that you're on board, okay?
with the Iron District, it's like really not much going on there, but they are making the apartments. So it seems like the other building that they left alone, they was going to make that into like apartments or something like that too, or like added to the apartment. So only thing we saw from there is like they tear down the old hotel, and they right now they're building the apartment. Well, then again, they can probably can make the building that they still got standing there. They can make that into a hotel if they wanted to. But yeah, I know they got to worry about the 2025 season when the Milwaukee team debut. So they got to worry about that. And other thing is like maybe the apartments and stuff like that may be done in next year, but seems like right now that they're not thinking about trying to do the soccer field unless they're going to wait until close to the end of this year to do it. So we'll see. What else we got going on? So when we went down to the Wisconsin Center District, there were, saw the update of the extension of the convention center, which is kind of cool because like that's going to be done this coming May. So, and it already looks good so far. The bridge that got connected to the center to the hotel, the Hyatt. So it got connected to that. So, if people stay there and they have a convention, they can go out that way. So they got that part done. And it's just like where they really focus on is like the inside. Well, I think they gonna do more of the inside, so that's gonna be their main focus. But I know they gotta put like windows, like glass and stuff on there, and then they gotta do the one side over there, unless they ain't gonna touch that. So yeah, we don't know, but we just know it'll be done in May, and then Sunday we probably gonna end up seeing like a whole bunch of conventions, like adding like stuff like it'd be just cool to see comic conventions too, because like I think the we didn't have that many comic conventions out throughout the years, as far as I can remember. But it would be cool, to have more, comic conventions. And the last one they had was like 2019 with the Wisconsin Comic Con. They got like, let me scratch that. We got like, little comic conventions that be happening like at State Fair like twice a year. Which the one we went to, I think it was either April or May that we went to, me and my friend Mike. Well, y'all know who Mike is, but we went to the comic convention because Walter Jones of the Power Rangers, he's Zach the Black Ranger. Um, he was there, so it's like he got his stuff signed, took a picture, and so yeah, at least he got the Jason David Frank's signature on there. He also got Zach's signature on there. And I know he's trying to get some more like signatures on there too. So we'll see what happens. So maybe, and that's what we're kind of missing in here is like more conventions. Like we are supposed to have like Awesome Con, I'm sorry. Was supposed to happen, but I think they didn't get that many people coming, and the only like wrestling guest that they had was Cesaro, which wasn't nothing wrong with it, but it's like half of everybody already met the guy, so I don't know. They should have just got a little bit better than that. And then there's maybe some people that haven't met him, but yeah, the Awesome Con didn't go well, and they had to cancel it, and kind of sucks because well they kind of said like there's a lot of interest in using that the extension of the convention to like other stuff. But we hoping like one of them is like Comic Con, but like it'll just be interesting to see who's interested and who's gonna try to be there like a convention or something like that. Hopefully some good ones. As for the Pfizer Forum, I did a video on like showing the where the public museum, the new one, is gonna be at. It's like very close to the fire to the Deer District. So like I don't like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be part of the Deer District, but I just did it anyway. But what I didn't show like last year was like them like with the same building, like they was about to tear that apart over the summer. So didn't get the chance to like show that one. But like it's tore down and I think they're gonna tore a few more buildings down just to make it the extension of the public museum. Because I think they're gonna start it this year, constructing it and it's gonna take until I believe sometime in 2026 for it to be done. Then again, it's probably going to take like maybe 2 years for it to build, then they gotta have another year just to bring everything in from the old museum to the new museum. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And the Trade Hotel has was open in May. So yeah, most likely most of the like visitors from like that's in the NBA, like the visiting team is probably going to be stopping there, or they're going to be still stopping at the Fisner. So we'll see how that goes. Couldn't do much over there because they did had a Northwestern Mutual annual meeting going on. So yeah, that much going on. I did into the pro shop just to see what they had and stuff like that. But yeah, although Wesley Matthews is gone, they still got his jersey selling for like regular price, but they hasn't put it on sale yet. They did with Joe Ingles, but not with Wesley Matthews. For those who don't know, on Friday, Wesley Matthews signed a 1 year deal with the Atlanta Hawks, so he's gonna be with them this season. Um, Bucks still got that one roster spot left. I don't know. They trying to make it like make some room to like who they will try to trade to put on that roster spot. So right now we don't know what's going on, and they didn't decide on who they're gonna put in that final roster spot. Maybe it'll be Tenasis, but they also are missing. They ain't got a backup point guard, so maybe they're just trying to see what they can do because they probably working on that right now. But probably ain't nobody gonna be budging until maybe mid to late August or something like that when the schedule, or it could be before the scheduling comes out. So, and like I said, like they already like some things we already know about some of the scheduling because of mention of the in season tournament. So that's going to happen all through November, and December will be the semifinals and the finals. So yeah, so this is going to be strange. But anywho, so we're just in. I'm just gonna wait for the schedule to come out next month and see what's up. And plus, they probably ain't gonna do the preseason schedule until September, which like last year we did went to the first home game of the preseason and like other games than that. So, and I know we still got like baseball games to go to. Like we didn't. I think we didn't go anytime last month and this month. But hopefully, next month in August we'll get to go to some baseball games and September too. And maybe the last game of the season. I think it's October 3rd, if I'm correct. I don't have the schedule around me, but I think it's Sunday, October 3rd will be the final game of the season for the Brewers. I think they face the Cubs. So yeah, crazy, right? But since we talk about a little bit of Bucks news, I was just mentioning that they still got that one roster spot left, and they still got a opportunity to sign like a two-way player since you can sign like three of them. And I think they only signed two. I think Liddell Wigginton and Omari Moore. Yeah, I already know they signed Omari Moore to a two-way contract, and it claimed that Liddell Wigginton is already signed to a two-way contract, but they still got one more spot for that to go. So I don't know if they're gonna make him. They might see they're gonna trade for Colin Section, or there's other people like some rumors are saying they might trade for Markel Folks, or they may trade for Darren Summer or something like that. I can't pronounce his name, so let me see if I can look it up. Possible Milwaukee Bucks trade in this off season. Well, we already know that Milwaukee doesn't have much salary cap space, but they do have tradable assists to improve their roster for next season. No, they're not going to get rid of they're not going to get rid of Bobby Portis. Let's see. Oh yeah, T.J. McConnell was another one that I read yesterday that they might go for. So I got to remind myself to do a video of like how they're going to get him if they decide to trade for him. So that would be like another interesting video that I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna end up doing it tomorrow, or I might do it tonight, but you'll probably be able to see it tomorrow. We'll see. Um, of course, PJ Tucker wants to leave Philadelphia, so I did do a video on that one. So get a chance, check that out. Um, 20 hours ago, that probably was the one I was reading about. The rest of the stuff is like early on, like 2 months ago, and all that stuff. So not really much, say or talk about on that part. Okay, that was last month. So many what I'm gonna do like you know what, since we got a little time, we can actually do that video. We can do that right now. So for a treat for you guys, I'm gonna, although you guys on Twitch Live probably won't be able to see it, and you guys that's listening on the podcast probably won't be able to see it, but I will explain like what I'm gonna do. What we're gonna do is see if we can get TJ McConnell to the Bucks and like see what trade will be available for that. So just gonna wait for this to load up and we're gonna get started on that. But like TJ McConnell, he can score. Normally he kills the Bucks in like when he plays against them. So why not get him and have him join the team? And he is unselfish as well. So he is a passer too. A little bit of defense, so he's good on defense on that part. So we'll see. I don't know if they did any like updates on like certain moves that's been going on like past couple of weeks. So we'll see if they made that move. So, and I apologize if this is going a little slow. Um, there we go. So now let's get the Pacers. And let's see. if that trade would work. So sorry if it's a little slow, but just got a lot of stuff going on over here. So already one trade piece they thinking of using is Grayson Allen. Yeah, that's one of the trade pieces that they're thinking of using for like making you know a trade. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, they did receive sign Bruce Brown, so they did that. Oh, not bad. Only 8 million. So they probably can trade him for Grayson Allen straight up if they want to. So let's do that. If it come on, there we go. Just gonna trade Grayson Allen straight up. If it'll come on. There we go. It's gonna switch there like any minute. And no, not Brooke. Undo that part. How did they get Brooke and Grayson Allen all mixed up? I don't know. That's just something that you just never heard of. So I got TJ McConnell for the Bucks and traded for Grayson Allen straight up. And I'm gonna add like maybe 1 second round draft pick. I don't even know if the Bucks don't even got that many after that trade they did in the off season. Um okay, they finally did get rid of that 2nd round pick that they on 2030 that they traded to Orlando just to get the draft rights of Andre Jackson Jr. So let's just see. Let's see. They just trade their give them a 2024 2nd round pick, and let's see if that trade will work. Let's see. Yep, it is a success. Let's see. The Bucks will be -1 wins and -7.98 minutes per game. Um, no difference in offense, so the offense will be the same, but not that much difference on defense. They're like the Bucks defense will drop a little bit, but not by much. They got .75 on defense minus for the Bucks, and that for the Pacers they'll be +1 win, +7.98 minutes. No difference in the offense, and in the defense they'll increase a little bit. And plus, it's like the Bucks will only add like 225K. Oh no, they'll be subtract 225K, or the Pacers will be adding 225K. So most likely, the I think the Pacers have more money anyway. Like, yeah, they're with that trade, they'll be almost 36 million under the tax. So they got 6.6 million in cap space. Although the Bucks would be, still like almost 14 million over cap space, and I mean over the tax, and -43 million on cap space. So the roster cap total will be 179.2 million for the Bucks and Pacers be 126 million, although it increased. So I think they increased it to 132 or something like that this year. So let me check on that before we go. I know we got a few minutes. How much is this coming season? No, let me do NBA season salary cap. Now I put 2023 just in case. Okay, so it increased until 136.021 million. The tax level for this year will be 165.294 million. So yeah, mainly is 136 million. So that increase. So that's pretty interesting. Um, you know, it's supposed to rise like the season after that, but we'll see. Um, that's all the time we got. I gotta put this, on YouTube before it happens, and put the podcast, put it on Spotify and other podcasts. So try to check that out. So we need more followers on Twitch. So you guys on Twitch, please follow us and let more people know about it. Um, Also try to, you know, subscribe to us on Spotify or whatever you get your podcasts. So try to follow us on there. You guys on that's watching on YouTube, please like this video, give it a like. Also, check out our past videos from like exclusive that was on here yesterday and wrestling stuff, and also other stuff like Milwaukee Bucks content that we talk about as well. So please check that out. Um, Ignore these things. They're just talking about sometimes football season's coming up, so they're going to talk about more about that and put that up. Although right now the Milwaukee Bucks stuff is going a little slow. But yeah, check out our sponsors, Art from the Heart. You like animation and you like stuff that's drawn from the comic books, Mike will be the one to do that for you. So check out his page on Facebook. And moving dudes, if you're in Wisconsin trying to move within Wisconsin, they will be one to help you. So get a hold of LaShawn. Call 414-807-4299. And I know they're trying to work out some business in Florida, so that's coming soon. So we'll see about that. And please subscribe here on YouTube as well, so you can get updates on other videos that comes out. So although the summer is kind of slow with content and stuff like that, so we're trying to do as much as we can. So if you got any suggestions, just comment below on anything we can talk about, pro wrestling wise or Milwaukee Bucks wise. Just either one. So just let us know. Um, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next podcast and until the next video, you guys have a good night. And it was fun today. So see you guys later.